Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are under. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Trap 60.
Right to the air is Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
319.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
Here's Cook again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen going to run with it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
so after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. And it's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Mustang 19. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Willis looks to pass it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
60. Get it. 18, Warriors, 70. Top low, 18. Go.
Willis out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane.
And some space here.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 3.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, go!
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go, stack! Ready,
Willis looking to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the gun, here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Achane is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get it. Crack all 80. Ready.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Nice little juke. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw, Willis. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Bills 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now is Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for Bills.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Allen going to run with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, Willis.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Christian Watson
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Bills 3.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now looks to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They give to Achane on the option.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Watson has it right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther, Cowboy 8, Mustang 19, 19 Lion. Let's go.
Here's Willis. Quick slant to Watson.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, 60 Bobcat, 6 Bronco 80, Dragon 60. Let's go.
Willis to throw once more.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Here we go. Here we go. 79 Broncos.
Now Willis to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
18, Pioneer. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, right?
The shotgun snap to Willis. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Garrett Wilson.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Garrett Wilson, 91 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bills 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now Willis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Willis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now Willis to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Willis will look to pass again here. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go. Set. 79 Broncos.
Willis out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
To the air. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Allen. That one out wide and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Willis. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Dolphins 41, Bills 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Allen going to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 29 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 12.
79 Broncos. Get it. Drop. Cougar 19. Ready, go. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Onside kick recovered by the Dolphins.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Set Bronco 80. Switching the back.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Willis will look to throw it.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Viking 8, Warriors 70. Go.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
That's complete. Bernard. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Okay, great.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 18, Cardinal, 8, ready.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 10.
Go. 19, Panther 60, Panther, Cub 19, Cub 19.
Willis looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Willis back to throw here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Willis to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Jeff, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
Cowboys,
line.
Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Let's go. Ready,
Dolphins
go.
are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Allen now looks to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.